Might as well.
I'll let you do the intro.
All right.
There you go.
Hello and welcome to clickonline.com. We've got a shiny new Xbox One. We're ready to get cracking into a few games.
Yeah, we're going to play games for 2 hours.
So, Dead Rising 3 is first up. We're going to be here for 2 hours. So if you have any questions as well, you can get us on Twitter. You can, of course, comment on the page itself. And we'll do our best to respond, try and get into the nitty-gritty details, and so on and so forth.
Speaking of nitty-gritty details, I was going to start with the dashboard. Well, all I know about it is that you can change with the bumpers.
Very nice.
They're your pins.
On your far left, you can set your pins, which are all your kind of favorites and things like that. You do have to be online to use it, though, which is a little strange, considering some of the features are offline enabled.
I also don't know how to pin stuff to the wall, but we'll find out. We've got plenty of time to find out.
So, you have the usual view, achievements, store, all that kind of good jazz.
Again, achievements online.
Yeah, that's a really unusual one. So you have to be online to check out your achievements. Very different from the Xbox 360. I don't quite understand it, but if you do go to achievements...
The new next-gen achievements, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, it's all the online. The achievements do have feature content as well, so you can log in, you can have challenges, so they might run for a week or 2 weeks, and you'll get certain points, you'll get certain bonuses for completing them. It could be anything from play a match, play 5 online games, and so on. So you'll see developers kind of mess around with that over time, try and extend the life cycle of their games, rather than getting things traded in all the time.
Yeah.
Jack, what are you up to?
I'm trying to favorite Dead Rising 3, but I'm failing, so let's just play it instead.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
And we're away. So we've been playing a little bit up to now just to get to grips with it.
Yes, initially it strikes quite a different tone from The Last of Us.
From The Last of Us.
Yeah, it's not quite as somber, but there's more chucking cinder blocks at zombie head, so that's something.
More cinder blocks, less pulling at the heartstrings.
I kind of thought it would resume what we were playing earlier.
Sadly not.
And it didn't, so that didn't work out well.
So we got a shiny, lovely loading screen instead.
And there's a loading screen as well, which I thought we wouldn't get as much of, but it's not taking that long. Yet.
Press A.
I know. Oh, yeah, press A. Right,
we go.
Okay, hopefully it saved my game because I didn't bother to last time either.
Otherwise we get plenty of cutscenes again.
Yeah, unskillful cutscenes. We've got great stuff to say about it. Just bear with us. Continue. Brilliant. Okay, so I was playing a guy called Nick. That's all I know about so far.
And if you play the multiplayer, you play as Nick and Dick.
Wow. Is it co-op multiplayer then?
Yep.
Okay.
But you don't have to hang around with each other either, so you can go killing zombies while Nick just does random stuff.
We probably shouldn't draw too much attention to the co-op, considering we're not really going to be demoing that.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, let's have a go. Still loading, but that's okay. Okay, here we go. So what have I got? I've got a nightstick. Oh, I had a nightstick. I just threw the nightstick away.
Nightstick gone. So
yeah.
Loads of zombies. Bare fists.
You push red to pick up a pallet. Yeah. Okay. And
chucking pallets.
Okay, so we've got the left trigger to aim and the right trigger to chuck stuff. And they fall over. Which is a lot of the appeal of this game, I think. You just throw things at people, they fall over, you have a bit of a laugh, and then run away.
Yeah. Can you stick a cone on their head?
Let's give that a try. I think that's what the people demand.
Give the old student try. Pylon. Americans.
Okay, so we run closer to the zombies. And no, that's not it.
Run away.
Let's try again. A strong attack.
There we
go. Did it! Was that a staple of the previous Dead Risings? I can't remember.
Sure.
Yeah, let's say it was.
Let's say it was.
We sound like we know what we're talking about. Okay, I'm going to use this, which seems to be an exhaust pipe.
Perfect.
Car exhaust. Brilliant.
And you can combine weapons on the fly now as well.
I can, or I can. I probably can later in the game when I get past chapter 0. Okay, if you aim for their heads, it's pretty funny, so that's good. There was a gun right here. Oh wait, that's a brick. That'll do. No, that's rations. Okay, now we should really look at the animation when you eat rations or restorative items, because he really just gobbles them down. Look at that.
So when the apocalypse comes, cardboard boxes and all are not safe.
Yeah. I also don't know where I'm going. That might be an issue.
490 meters away.
Oh, okay, I'm going the wrong way. That's all right. That's probably all right.
It's like most games. If you see a lot of enemies, you know you're going the right way.
Yeah.
If you see dead bodies, it's all in the past.
Okay. Well, we should get back into the zombies rather than boring our viewers. Okay, so
go for a home run. So you can't take off their head.
Maybe I can actually. I'll try. Why?
Nice. Yep, that got him good. Still up though.
You should get a baseball bat to the face. Oh, it's a combo. Probably. You might be noticing that I'm avoiding combat a little bit at the moment. Look, there's your one.
She's looking stylish.
She is. She looks good. I've 2x4 here. Here's an interesting fact. If you throw a pallet at people and it breaks, it makes 2x4s for you to use.
Nice.
Yeah.
Never-ending weaponry.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch.
You're racking up those kills?
I'm racking up PPs. I'm not really sure what they are. Oh, this looks good. This looks like it might explode.
Hopefully not what you decided.
No, it didn't.
I know.
You can punch zombies?
Can I lead?
Yeah.
Fist of Fury.
Yeah. What else can you do?
Channel your inner Tony Jaa. Flying
Plenty of jumping knees. There's a lot of bad guys. I'm kind of intimidated at the moment.
Go that way. Go that way.
I will. Look, there's a thing to pick up here. Sledgehammer. Perfect. Alright. Look at all these PPs. You see them?
Someday.
Yeah, if the apocalypse wasn't stressful enough, there's PP everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay, so the combo system at the moment isn't really that involving, but I assume there'll be upgrades.
Nice.
Yeah. So we got the... I have a sledgehammer now! Okay, so apparently I hit them so much with the sledgehammer I got a giant wrench. So there is an upgrade system in play, I think. Yeah, 3 of them. Okay, so we're going to make it to this objective because we're probably going to get a little bit bored of this.
There's only so much killing zombies you can
do. Viewers might get bored of it, I might get dead of it.
You're looking...
Yeah, I'm looking healthy. I should pick up this hand. There we go.
Looking stylish.
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
This is Bioshock. You'd find baked beans or something in there.
Okay, someone has my ankle. Give me a...
Get off.
Okay, so we're approaching the... I think there was a plane crash in the opening.
Oh, that's a lot of zombies.
Alright.
Over the cars.
It's a bagel!
Over the cars.
Okay, we're gonna pick up this bagel, we're gonna eat it.
Eat the bagel.
And he noms it down. It's gone.
And you channel the 2x4.
Yeah.
Oh!
We should do dangerous. Oh, 2 of them. That's oh, what's this? A hubcap. I with a little ninja star symbol here. Oh! Get back on the gun. That's okay. The car's slippy.
We're all good. We're all good. I think you chose the worst possible way to go as well.
I don't know if I have. I have this ninja star, and look, I'm just going to take off all their heads here. I was kind of underwhelming.
He doesn't understand how ninja stars work.
Yeah, no, I think...
ninja stars, frisbee...
Yeah, they're very similar weapons. There we go. Approaching... What's this? Bottle of water. He'll nom that down. There we go.
At least he's got the first one.
There seems to be, when you get grabbed by a zombie and they try and nom you, you seem to have 2 chances to revive yourself. So you can push them off you, or even when they, sure, maybe I'll let it happen. Why not?
And death.
Yeah, they seem to be savaging me. They'll probably go. One of them is bound to grab me now. Any minute. Okay, I'm gonna run. But let's admit, I'm not terribly good at this. There we go. Okay, so you have this, and I really hope. I really do hope. Okay, no, you don't. All right. So I was wrong.
That is.
But now we know that I was wrong. This might be a running theme in this live stream.
So get to the diner, get some food, get some top up.
Start the actual game.
Start the game.
Yeah, there we go.
But if you are using Connect...
Oh, this could be an interesting one. If you go to the home screen, will it continue to load? Experiment Smart, that's what it's all about in the next gen.
At least then you can check out your achievements and stuff on the fly.
Oh, why don't we do that?
But yeah, if you're...
Oh dear.
If you do get grabbed when you're using Connect, you can just get the controller and it'll get off.
Could have done with that information there, that's for sure.
Otherwise, you're going back in the days of...
Okay, so we've got 3% of the Forza ones and 26% of the Rise achievements. That's pretty good going.
And, most importantly, day one.
Day one.
Day one achievement.
Not bad.
Right. We're back here.
Okay, no, we're alright. How far are we from there?
394 meters.
Oh, bugger. Okay, right.
At least now you know your strategies.
Yeah, now I know the strategy is to not engage with the zombies at all. They're very, very scary. One of them. Yeah, that's for you.
Don't draw them on yourself. Fully, you could shoot that. There we go.
There we go. Yeah. I'll shake the controller next time. Really show off the machine.
No. Button prompts. If it's telling you button prompts, go button prompts.
Oh.
Otherwise, you'll end up dead again.
I'm just getting a lot of mixed messages. Hey, Mark. We're probably sitting too close. Yeah, that's probably the issue.
Imagine what'll happen in 2 hours' time.
I know. Okay, can you do a run into that? No, you can't. I'm going to run again. We're just working through the kinks.
There'll be no attack. You show off your stamping. Though.
Yeah.
There's ants on the ground. It will ruin my picnic.
Suitcase. We gotta get dressed.
Yes. Yeah, you pick up the suitcase and leave your
travel
behind.
late to the important business meeting. Is that what people with suitcases go to? The business meetings? I think it is. Alright. But it's going to come in handy here because we're going to have to jump across cards, but not before giving them the old...
He's not very good at throwing.
No, he's not. But he is very good at eating bagels.
No, bam. Down in one.
And he turned into a baseball bat. I think it's alright though. Obviously, something's happened to the laws of physics so that the dead rise and bagels turn into baseball bats.
It's the way of the world in Zombie
Yes, it is. A little bit of a platforming second here. Oh, the cinder blocks, they're my favourite. Okay. Oh, it's sugar. Okay. Ah, here we go. Now you viewers are in for the treat. Alright, simple enough. You just aim for their face. He gives them nice. And then you just laugh. You know, it's good stuff.
So he can throw cinder blocks, but nothing else.
No, he actually, I never even tried to... Oh, a fire axe. Okay, the thing about fire axe was I figured if you threw a fire axe, it would be a one-hit kill. It's not. Oh. You throw it at this guy here, poor jerk. And she's still up and moving, and I don't know if
Is it embedded in her face?
It is a bit. So okay, so we got a...
Headache pills.
Headache pills, right. You can throw it. Brilliant, okay.
The irony.
Throwing headache pills. This is the launch game you need to get. You can throw it. Whoa!
So there you go. Connection is enabled. Say over here to attract zombies.
Okay, over here.
Connect isn't enabled.
It's not enabled. Alright. Okay, what can we get? A power drill. That sounds enticing, doesn't it? Now, I'd really like if it just shot drill heads at people, but I'm guessing it won't. Let's give it a shot, though. Didn't.
He's a very girly throw.
He just
laughs it.
Unless it's a cinder block. I think he saves himself for that.
Time to shine. Cinder block to the face.
He reckons someone will be watching. Work
it, baby. Oh, here we go.
Our very first objective. It'll be great.
And now, cutscenes.
Yes, cutscenes, which may not be showcased the best in this particular live stream, but they look alright. They're good. We got faces. We got concerned looking eyes. She has eyeshadow. It's good stuff. It's next gen. Right now.
How trusting they are. They're like, come on in.
Yeah.
You were in how many zombies? There were hundreds?
I suppose that's the one thing about the zombie apocalypse is you can easily sift the good from the bad. You know, if they're speaking,
if they're looking a bit green.
A language, they're probably your mate.
You mean isn't the language?
Yeah, I don't know.
You racist.
I am a terrible racist, and you stay tuned in. You'll find out. Okay, currently plot is happening, and we're not really paying attention. Again, will it keep going?
Nope.
No, it won't. Okay.
But you could snap things in. You could watch a Netflix movie while it's on. Just be like, oh, this is boring.
Maybe we should do that.
I do not care for plot. I'll just like check out Skype.
Yeah.
Do whatever. Anything but this.
Now, I learned anything from the zombie apocalypse is that having a fight during a cutscene will trigger a horde to come get you.
Oh, it's the fans.
Indirectly then.
Who invited the fans? No.
See, I don't understand why the zombie apocalypse is necessarily so silent and that noise attracts them. Wouldn't it be kind of loud, especially with all those cars precariously just kind of on their side for me to jump around?
Jump around.
This guy's
got a gun.
He's got a gun. They're learning. Clever girl. That was a joke. Okay. We should investigate whether or not we can skip them. We can't. Nope. Okay. Okay.
Oh, there's.
Oh no.
It's like they don't watch movies.
Yeah.
Putting your hand up is the worst. I'll put my hand into your mouth, but don't bite me.
Yeah,
don't bite me.
Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Hopefully I'll get a chance to throw some bagels at these guys now in a minute.
They're throwing their intestines, so, you know.
This guy who seems to have survived a zombie apocalypse sees a zombie and vomits. Maybe he's just been going around with his eyes closed. Look at these faces. I don't know if you can tell, but they're good. They look like faces. There's blemishes on the skin. They have noses. I'm not sure how else to tell with the graphics, but the shadows on their faces. There we go.
Noses.
They have
That
noses.
was your sign of quality.
Well, I don't know. I recall in Uncharted 3 their eyes looked very good, so I assumed the step up from eyes is making people's noses look better.
Eyes have been kind of the stopping point for a lot of games.
Absolutely.
So we're kind of reaching uncanny valley.
Yeah,
at this stage.
so once we get noses down, I think. Okay, what we got? Oh, this looks good. Right.
Ooh. So if you combine a sledgehammer and your saw here,
Oh, I remember.
you can get a sledge.
What do I need to eat to magic in?
What's behind you?
What is behind?
Oh, your objective is actually combine two weapons.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do that.
Press your.
With the right bumper. Okay, so. Oh no! Hold it.
Hold it.
Okay. Now we.
Okay. There we go. Just sellotaping things together. It's like MacGyver.
Yeah.
Which is a joke that 5 people got.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, no, okay. It really is just you throw it with that one.
Whoa!
Okay.
Smack Rhonda in the head.
Well, Rhonda needs to know
Poor Rhonda.
who's boss in this situation. I haven't survived this long with taking a crap from anyone called Rhonda. Okay, I'm not sure how to trigger the circular saw on this, which disappoints me, Mark. But maybe this objective would teach me.
I suppose it's too far away.
Okay, so that's using the business end of the sledgehammer.
Business.
Yeah,
Give him the business.
Okay, so you knock him down and you give him the old buzzsaw treatment. Oh, okay, and then you can.
Oh, nice.
Oh, chop him in half. Get off me. Fell for that earlier.
How you?
Yeah.
You.
I put on my hand earlier. I got zapped. Zapped. I have zombie lasers.
These are incredibly dangerous zombies.
I know, I think. Okay, so this guy gets chopped in half, in 2 pieces.
And then 4, and then 8.
We should.
Don't throw it.
Yes! I win.
Okay.
I win a life. There we go. Right in half.
Do you want to try snapping stuff and see how that works?
Yeah, okay. So I'll pick up the saw, and in the meantime, let's go to home, which is the little button in the center of your controller. And you know it's there because it's glowing. Okay, so what are we snapping? What are we? Okay.
Could put on some music.
Do we have any music? We could put on music.
You could put on a CD player, but you can't do it with the PlayStation 4 at the moment.
That's true, actually, Mark.
Not to go fanboy on it just before the accusations start flying.
Flying in. Okay, we could do some partying, apparently.
It is handy though, because you can check out like Machinima. So if you're stuck on a particularly difficult boss, you can be like, "How do I do this?" Check out Machinima.
Why don't we check it out right now? Content established.
So let's see. What's live? Your language is not supported.
Intriguing. My English language. The language of English.
Okay. Well, okay. This is pretty.
Here we go. I think.
Yeah.
Syncing data from Machinima.
Okay, that was pretty easy. So we've got shows, gameplay. So Wingman is the...
That's a nice feature. It goes automatically to Horizon 3.
So Wingman is the one that will tell you how to do certain things if you're struggling pretty badly. We haven't encountered any bosses yet, so, you know.
Oh, we're gonna.
We're gonna, though.
Yeah. Should we go with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Survivor's Guide. And choose a video.
Okay.
So...
Hank
these are people...
Why not? I want to learn how to do the Hank side mission while I'm playing the prologue.
Yeah. But at least, like, this is nice. It'll tell you all your Twitter handles and things like that, so if someone is particularly helpful, you can just be straight on.
I just... How do we go? There we go. Excellent.
Nice.
And the audio from Dead Rising is still happening.
Yeah. Hindsight mission looks great. I can't wait till we get to that part of the game.
It's only 85 meters away. We'll find. Hey! Okay, I think I'm learning. So if you push a direction with a corresponding attack, you'll do different things. Like show Rhonda who's boss. Rhonda gives me too much sass, you see. She does.
She's giving you too much sass.
She gives me far too much sass.
Have you hit her again?
I knocked her over. Okay, lower the barricade. Presumably with a car? A button.
A button.
Far more exciting.
Next gen.
Next gen. Okay, so hitting the button doesn't work.
B.
B. Yeah, B is red. Red.
B is red. Red for B.
Oh, okay, I'm going to do it with the car. Let's see. So, car is B. Right.
Achievement!
Achievements!
Oh, we got a car.
Okay, so driving is like driving in any game where one trigger goes forward, the other one stops you going forward, and probably makes you go backwards.
You're on a rampage.
I am. I'm a zombie killer. I kill 5 zombies. Okay, we know how forward is going. Let's try a little bit of backwards.
They're hanging onto your car as well, though. Or one of them is pretty determined to get you.
I want to see, can I use the car doors as weapons? Can I...
As you just propel yourself out. Just,
Yeah.
hello, world.
Actually, that's a great idea.
Oh,
Okay. It seemed like a great idea.
Seemed like a good idea.
It's not actually a great idea. Back in the SUV.
there's none of the lads coming out to help you either.
No.
They're just like, if he's
And
going to be an idiot, we're just going to leave him out there.
he's going to be an idiot a lot over the next 2 hours.
Clear zombies around Taylor.
Who's Taylor?
Taylor.
Okay.
Tinker Taylor, Soldier Spy.
Taylor better have a better attitude than Rhonda, otherwise we're not going to get on.
He's got a gun.
Okay, we're going to go. See you later.
If he's got a gun, why does he need your help?
I don't know. I have a car. And I have all these PP points as well.
Oh, they're smashing your windows. You won't get any insurance out of this.
No.
Clear zombies around
Okay.
Jodie.
Okay, that's kind of a nice one. I don't know why Jodie's not my friend now, though. Will she...
Maybe she will be eventually.
Maybe she'll hang out with me. I don't see why Jodie doesn't want to get in the car, either. We've got plenty of seats. And the engine's definitely working. You can tell by all the smoke coming out of it.
It's always a good sign. Now, you see what your problem here is.
Yeah. It's the corpse on it.
There you go. You're good.
Alright, Jodie, join the party, I guess.
So shall we go full screen away? Again, get rid of the snap.
Sure, I remember how to do that. Unsnap. Very simple.
There we go. And we're away.
Oh, it has a survival guide there. Was that from... No, okay.
Survival guide. Otherwise known as your map.
Yes. I'm slowing down the pace, and I'm getting my buttons confused. Alright, here we go.
Press A.
Push a name.
Push A to confirm.
Oh,
you've loaded a tutorial.
No, I didn't mean to. Stop. Connect.
It.
Stop tutorial. I'll tell you what I'm going to do now is I'm going to... Oh, I pushed the double square button. That fixed everything. Okay, we've got an objective 100 and...
Sports car.
Sports car!
I like how everyone took and roll.
Okay, I'm learning more things about the game. If you don't aim, and you just hold the throw thing at another thing button,
Stylish.
yes.
So
Nick knows what's going on.
One of the things
I
that
got
changed
respect
as
for
well
it.
here is you're under less time pressure. So previous Dead Risings, you had to do everything in a specific time, and you always have to have your shots at a particular time to save people by such and such a time. There's less pressure on you in this one.
Okay.
There's no overall timer, but some of the side missions do have little clocks and things like
They're
that.
time sensitive.
Taylor died because you didn't help him. You ran
What?
out of
I
bullets.
did! I helped the crap
No,
out of Taylor.
No, you didn't.
I
Also,
did.
you've left Rhonda behind.
I well.
Misogyny kicking in.
Yeah, it's not a sexism thing. I don't like the look of her face. I don't like the way she was giving me guff. During that cutscene, I wasn't paying attention to.
I think it's her garage you're going to as well.
Oh,
She's going to make things really awkward. to your
it's a
eyes.
bit. Maybe she'll be like, "Hey, how come you stabbed me with a sledge saw?"
It's behind you.
It's
Backseat driving.
it might have been just, but I did that snazzy jump. Hey, Rhonda, get in the car.
Rhonda's pacey.
Yeah, she is actually. Yeah, she's a formidable opponent.
Usain Bolt too.
Yeah. What's the time actually? Because we should switch our games so we get.
No, we're good.
Really?
Okay, for 25 minutes. We
25
should probably
minutes.
finish a mission or two.
Yeah,
There's a tragic ending nearby. That sounds pleasant. What have you done?
I don't know. I seem to have parked. Okay, I parked.
Remember where we are. We're on the zombie. Also, why'd you get out the window?
I I don't know, but Nick's a go-getter. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to race to this objective, and then we'll switch out and maybe try a bit of Rise.
But you're a zombie killer. Oh,
okay.
Oh, you got. Whoa.
Okay, so that answers the question: if you run full tilt at a zombie, what happens? And evidently, nothing happens.
Kind of bump off each other and go, oh,
Sorry.
excuse me, sir.
My mistake.
So yeah.
Okay, black screen, brilliant. Okay, another cutscene that we're not going to pay attention to. This is the guy who. Oh no, that's Nick. The other guy is the guy who vomited during the last one because he saw a zombie.
Pansy.
Yeah.
Where's the police? Where's the army?
Police split up years ago.
Did the
Sting
police?
went solo.
Did it? Jeepers. Okay.
And you wanted to mess with her.
Yeah, that's true. Rhonda and I have resolved our differences.
It's amazing how a crowbar to the face of a zombie will
absolutely
make things up.
Hey, those are supposed to dose infected people with zombie breath to keep them from turning. And if they do turn, it's supposed to...
Plot is happening now.
I mean, isn't that the whole point? This wasn't supposed to happen.
None of this was supposed to
Never
It's
is.
a very serious cutscene for a game that lets me combine a sledgehammer with a buzzsaw and throw it through people. Well, zombies.
Big hard man now.
Yeah. He's all vomited out.
So microchipping doesn't work.
No. Wait, what? The TV's on the fridge. So that,
Typical.
right, that's the thing I like. I've always liked about Rhonda. She knows how to prioritize.
But Oprah's on.
It's true.
Oprah knows
We're going
what to do.
nowhere.
And there's zombies
We're gonna watch
for everyone
more.
in the audience.
Oh, it's Nick. He's come back. Maybe he's friends with the guy. I'm just spitballing though. I'm not really paying any attention. There's sweat on Nick's face. That's good. That's probably a new lighting effect.
Ah, he has a mobile.
He's a mobile. Yeah, your phone's ringing, buddy.
Hello, police. Can you help? We're trapped in a What?
How do you respond to what?
Okay, you know, as much as I want to, you still can't skip the cutscenes.
Hello, Domino's.
Yeah. But there's, I don't know, I think there's good stuff going on in the cutscenes. Maybe not necessarily with regards to content, but the actual stuff we're seeing is alright. Teeth. Convincing teeth. Convincing dead teeth, you know? Good lighting on his face.
It's all
Not
about
too
the
many,
lighting.
all at the lighting. I don't see too many jagged edges or anything like that.
Nah, it looks like a nice game. I have to
Yeah.
say.
And the thumb's a little square, but you know, I'm not looking at his thumbs. I'm meant to be looking at the unknown caller, because there's intrigue and mystery.
But still no skipping.
Yeah, still no skipping, still no gameplay. So we're just gonna maybe stop and go to Rise if this doesn't fix itself.
And by fix itself, you mean
Finish in 20 seconds. Do you want a shot of Rise?
Let's try to be alright.
Yeah, so I'll be out.
We'll leave people hanging for the moment.
Yeah, leave him hanging.
Tune in same bat time, same bat channel.
Okay. I tell you what, you set up Rise, and I will remind people that we're doing a live stream of the Xbox One from now until about 6 o'clock this evening, and we're going to be playing a few different games.
Wow, this is a bit on the nose.
Well, what happened?
Get additional in-game missions and content. Download and run the Xbox Smart Glass.
Oh, you should do that.
Game save.
Get save.
Alright. So we're going for Rise?
Yes, I think we should.
Back to Rome.
Yeah, when in Rome. That's the thing people say, right?
It is a thing people say.
There we go.
Once in a while.
I know all the things to say.
Oh. Do we have a disc around? Maybe we should go with Forza.
We have a disc around. We're well prepared. We have to move the Kinect, but you know we won't draw too much attention to that. Despite the fact I just said it.
Connect 2.0 to you.
Yeah, that's true.
It is looking lovely.
Yeah, not doing what I'm saying. That goes there. Why not? Okay, you've actually played a little bit of Rise before,
I have indeed.
and you said it wasn't one long QuickTime event,
Not
which we're about to see.
It's not
probably.
one long quick time event.
It's a bunch of them.
It's many small ones. You do have to trigger all the cutscene or the quick time events yourself.
Okay.
So it's all the executions. You'll see a little skull come up over their head. You can be like, right, I'm gonna end you.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that it doesn't punish you for being bad at them. So it's not like Batman where it says counter, and if you don't counter, you die. It's rewarding you for being good. So
I don't know in Batman if you don't counter, if you die. He is Batman. He's wearing a lot of Kevlar. But sure, let's give it a shot. Maybe we should continue the campaign at the beginning.
Why not? Sure. So, beginning, a very good place to start. We're back to the good old days of cutscenes, the good old days of Rome.
Are they skippable cutscenes? This is the important question. For the record, I don't think we actually have any beef with story. We just want to show the gameplay during the live stream as much as possible, rather than statues. That's the one thing about cutscenes. Cutscenes with statues and no actual moving characters. That's no good.
They are lovely though. So, a bit of loading, but okay, we'll get into this soon enough. So the basic premise of Rise is that there's kind of barbarians about to invade. You're Marius, and you're kind of an ass kicker of sorts back in the good old days.
Oh, you like it? Like the Romans were.
But what have the Romans ever done for us?
That's
what I'd like to
Almost nothing, he says, without thinking, off the top of his head.
Anyway, to reference the fact that Monty Pythons are coming back.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, this looks quite good with the visuals. So if you could just imagine I said that in a more professional way, there we go. That would seem much more. He gave him swag.
There we go.
Okay, so we've got a health bar. I have this weird chip on my shoulder for the next game about health bars. I kind of think everything looks so lovely that they should just do away with an actual health bar and just show our guy. What's his name?
Marius?
Mario? Yeah.
It's me! It's me, Mario! That came a couple hundred years later.
Yeah, well, I just show if Mario's hurt, show me he's hurt. Just have him limp or have him. I don't know what else do people do when they're hurt? They limp or.
Here we go. Execution time.
Execution.
So you can see he flashes colours. Damn it. And
Okay.
You get graded down on how you've done.
On the execution.
So, and you have various perks as well. So, because I selected health regeneration, however good or bad I do, determines how much health I get.
So
I can just go
the
nuts.
idea is you're looking to execute people basically because there's perks to it.
Yeah.
Is there a way to kill someone without executing them?
There's indeed. You just keep mashing away at them.
Keep mashing away. Okie dokie.
There we go. Legendary. And now I can finish the game. Oh, and because I got distracted by patting myself on the back, I got bumped down to a recruit.
Looks pretty stylish and
There we go.
extremely gory.
Yeah, the point of violence, right?
One thing, I don't know, maybe they'll actually utilize it later on in the game, but the whole thing about the Rome's military strength, or at least its strength of infantry, was that they'd all interlock shields like a phalanx and kind of advance as one, and they'd be able to stab and slash, and the man at their back and the man at their side was actually their real strength. But Mario is a bit of an old lone wolf so far. Renegade.
He's the only one who knows what he's doing, it seems.
Okay. This just in, you actually do get to do that phalanx stuff a bit later, as I suspected. Just not yet, because Mario's got to really sell home to the players how much of a badass he is.
Ah, I keep missing things.
Okay, so you stab that guy in the collarbone, and he's like, "Don't worry about that. I'm still coming for you."
I'll finish you. Oh. So the other guys have been attacking these fellas as well, so I was able to just run around and just execute at will.
Yeah, well, proper order.
There's another guy who can just run up and go, ah!
Okay, so health regeneration is one of the perks of executions. Do you know any of the other ones?
So there's these ones. Damage boost.
Okay.
Focus gain, which is what focus is, and XP bonus.
Do focus gain, because that'll be fun. Focus equals slow motion.
Very nice. Gotta love a bit of slow motion.
You might wonder where I'm getting this information. It's definitely not from Daniel. It's definitely not. That guy's gonna hit you.
Oh yeah, you did.
So what's going on with this? Oh, there goes his arm. The shield is the right bumper.
Oh, nice.
That must have been focus mode.
Whoa.
Ouch.
Shield to the nose.
Okay, so is it safe to say this is a more violent game than Dead Rising so far?
Is it a which game?
A more violent game?
Oh, certainly more violent. I think you need to unlock like the super weapons and things like that, or the super combo weapons in Dead Rising to really go over the top.
Oh
of the
yeah,
gore.
of course. I don't know. I think just the Fire Volley. You should definitely do that, Mark. You should...
Oh, we're gonna do it. Oops. Okay. Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm going nuts on the focus.
Yeah. Okay, so is there anything else? Anything funkier you could do with your shield? Just defend, or can you give him an L bash?
You can give him
Give it an L bash.
Oh.
Can you
Oh, here we go.
grab their weapons? Would you want to?
You're going back to the old meat shield, eh?
Yeah. I love a good miss.
Wasn't the whole point of like the Romans was their weaponry was very, very important to them? So they didn't really want to be trading down.
Well, yes, but this is historical fiction, so I do want meat shields. I want to be able to use barbarian weaponry. I want the Greeks to show up at some sort. I want to scale a pyramid.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
I need to do something. I need to defend stuff.
Okay.
Or you're meant to fill the gap.
I suppose one of the drawbacks of live streams is that occasionally you have to pay attention to the game and figure out what you're meant to do.
Here we go. Destroy glowing objects. Okay. Oops.
Is it glowing and also with a gigantic marker over its head?
I
You
don't
see
think
it?
so. God, these lads are...
Okay, one thing I'm going to mention because you're busy shooting enormous fire arrows at humans is that this is good for showcasing how many moving, detailed characters are on stream at once. So we've got lots of fire arrows on the one side. These guys are glowing. You should shoot them. You've got all the barbarian hordes, and they're thrashing around with their assorted whackers, I suppose, and they're not wearing many clothes, I suppose. And you've got the Romans in formation over there, yeah, proper order, you know.
Oh, there's so
And then-
many of them.
And then you've got Jack's favorite, lighter. You're like, this isn't a pitch black screen. There's lighting all over the shop. I noticed you're not shooting the glowy thing. There we go. Is that?
Possibly shot a bit too late.
There we go. With some hot oil.
Kill the...
You cooking?
Why not, sure?
Yeah, why not?
When in Rome.
Yeah, when in Rome, cook something and shoot enormous arrows through people. Those red things you should shoot. I'd imagine they'll explode. If gaming has taught me anything, it's that red things explode all
Glowing
the
red
time.
things explode. So there's a bit of auto aim here as well, and yeah, I'm still missing horribly.
There's a fire barrel up there.
So there is. Now it's going to explode.
Yeah. Because despite the fact this isn't a first-person shooter, this isn't a modern first-person shooter, there's explosive barrels
Yeah.
all over the shop. Because they stocked them in ancient Rome, famously. That's actually why it fell. It had nothing to do with barbarian hordes. It was just an administration and a maintenance issue. They just left too many fire barrels around and just Rome burned.
Doom is actually a historical retelling. When I do badly in these kind of wave defense things, I always wonder if it's one of those that's set up for you to lose, or if I'm just terrible.
I would imagine in the first level it's not. So it's worth defending Rise at this point. That wasn't a particularly long turret section, it's just Mark wasn't at his best. That's alright. Okay, so Mario survived, he's picked up his shield, so...
I'm still not sure if you're saying Mario or Marios.
I'm definitely saying Mario. Which isn't his name.
Get some skills. Combat.
Okay, what kind of skills can you get?
Okay, whoops.
Can you throw your helmet at people? Or what I want, if this is really next generation, Mike, what I want you to do is to be able to put your helmet onto someone and then control them. Because, you know, Romans.
They were all about.
Yeah, no, I think it was.
So there's various ones to do with your health regeneration and your capsule.
Okay, that sounds boring.
Focus.
That's better.
You're going for that?
Oh, look, recruit focus. Does that say it? Yeah. There we go. Maybe you put your hat on people doing that.
Decreases burn rate. Gain.
Gain?
Which is your XP.
But gain is what you spend on this stuff, so, okay.
So
In combat, that's the good
long
stuff.
run strategy.
Yeah.
combat. So inventory capacity upgrade. We haven't really picked anything up yet.
Burning Eagle upgrade. That sounds extremely exciting,
Yeah,
but I have no idea what it is.
Oh, I can't seem to get it.
I wonder if Channing Tatum will be out.
So maybe I can
Not only do I wonder that about most things, but I think he was in a Roman film type thing called The Eagle, and I don't think it was half as violent as this. Purchase with your valor, Mark, or purchase with gold. It's your choice.
And you can buy gold.
But if you had a if you have the choice, I'd say go with valor, because when in Rome, we're going to get a lot of mileage out of that expression, by the way.
Why not? Sure.
Why not? Sure, when in Rome.
Right.
Okay, back to the
I think I've suited
appalling murder, please. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So it brings me right back out. Here we go. Kicking down doors.
Oh, we've got a cutscene. Let's see if we can skip it. Did we decide we couldn't earlier?
We don't seem to be able to.
Okay. Are you pushing the wrong button?
Possibly. Nope.
No, he's not. Okay. Have you tried pushing just A?
Try turning it off and on again?
Yes. Okay, I hear tell this is a historical depiction of Nero. I might be wrong. I usually am. But let's just go with that. Nero is famous for being insane, really nutty, building a gigantic, or trying to build a gigantic statue of himself.
Nero, you're right.
Nero, I was right.
So you're right about him. You might be right about the fact that he's mental, but he can't sue you. So.
No, I think historically Nero was one of the nuttier Roman emperors.
Let me kick the doors open.
Well, he has a shield, Mike. You have to use it. Okay, here we go. Here's a chance for lots of
we're going
XP.
for the XP.
We're going XP. Okay. Okay, here's one.
I should have read that.
Okay, how do you? Are there counterattacks? If they're attacking you, if you block at the right time.
Yeah, you can counter with A.
But is there any benefit to countering with A, as opposed to just keeping your guard up the whole
Keeps
time?
the combo going, means you don't take damage, which is always nice. Oh, he's dodging me.
So you take damage with just a normal block. I suppose that makes sense, though.
Oh, here we go. Death time. Punch. Oh!
Ooh! What happened? Did you hit him with your? Did you really hit him with your shield so hard that he went on fire?
I'd like to think so.
I believe so. Don't you dare correct me.
So
I'm not sure if you can tell in this resolution, but the expressions on the barbarian's face as they're getting murdered by Mario is it's rather upsetting. I might have to move on to something like Forza later.
I won't be able to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
I'll just remember my enemies. Oh gosh, he's gonna do it.
He has no arm. When did you chop that off?
Who knows?
Who knows? Okay, so far the QTEs seem to be just relating to the finishers, though.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to do them.
No.
Although it's obviously in your interest.
I like that. If you press counter before anyone's hitting you, you kind of taunt them. Did you get it right?
Yes.
Oh no!
You mentioned earlier you're not going to be able to sleep tonight, possibly because you'll be playing Xbox all night. And very laboured segue here, Mark. But speaking of boxing, don't forget to check out our unboxing video on clickonline.com, where we unbox this thing. Well, actually, we don't. Daniel does, and he does a bloody good job of it. Bloody good. Because look, it's right here, right now. So mission accomplished, Daniel. Okay, so one of the things that plagued the previous gen a little bit was artifacts or characters moving through each other. So if you stab someone with a sword, it would kind of just float through them. So obviously Mario is stabbing a lot of people. There's a lot of impalation happening here, but generally it's looking alright. It looks like it's going into a body, and the barbarians are suffering. They're really, really driving that point home.
Because when games aren't dangerous enough, add fire.
Add fire. Now, see, one of the things I was thinking of, can you hop over this wall here? Mark seems to be enclosed in a square. Two of the lines of that square are made of fire. The other two seem to be made of a waist-height wall on the other side, where there's no substantial drop or anything. And so far, Mario seems to be a pretty nimble dude. So I really want you to see if you can jump over that wall. So just leave this poor fella alone. He's not doing you any harm, Mark. Just see if you can jump over.
He's a barbarian.
That's true. He's barbarous.
It's the reason they're not for me.
He wants to cut my hair. Now you can execute him. I assume if he's a boss, there'll be a very fancy execution?
No, arm goes.
No, we've seen that one before. Okay.
You just smash him with a shield.
That's what I get for assuming. Okay, well, there's a cutscene. This was developed by Crytek, famous for the Crysis series. So before this game, they've made 3 first-person shooters of varying quality, but they've definitely been in the first-person shooter camp. And this is quite a departure. It's a third-person action-adventure game. So
I have been working on it a while though as well. So
it's true, but
in theory, it could have broken up the first-person.
No, absolutely, but so far their MO hasn't. This hasn't been their genre at all so far. So how are they doing? Do you reckon?
Well, it certainly looks pretty, but that's exactly what we'd expect from Crytek.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so far so good. It's entertaining. There are nice movie segments to it. The executions have been fairly brutal, as we've seen.
Yeah. Yeah. What sad barbarians. I find the only emotion coming from the barbarians is anger, followed very quickly by sadness at their impending death and murder.
Possible regret.
Okay. We've got fire on screen here. Now it's a cutscene, so we don't know if it's in engine, but it kind of does look in engine. Maybe it's a little bit nicer than normal gameplay, but fire is one of the things that the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360 had a bit of trouble rendering. It's a funny one because people don't see fire quite as much as they see stuff like humans and ground. So I suppose it's maybe a little bit hard to call if it looks great or not. But
I think that's one.
Are we looking at an improvement here over the previous gen?
Yeah, I think when they're putting it that obviously, it's really a case of look at what we've been able to do. Isn't there?
This is our fire cutscene.
There's possibly I could be wrong here, but a famous story that Pixar put in, like pouring milk once into Shrek. DreamWorks, that was it.
DreamWorks, yeah.
Pouring a glass of milk because just to show that they could render it accurately. And it's kind of a one-up or a subtle thing to other animators out there. Like we managed to do this, so I think that's why you might see so many like particle effects and fire
and sad barbarians.
And sad barbarians.
Yeah. One other thing that's always upset me about my PlayStation 3 is there are too few sad barbarians in it, and this Rise is really addressing that issue for me. So I do appreciate it.
You're just looking for that one solitary tear.
Yeah, I was like, this is Bavarian. I don't think he has the emotional capacity I'm looking for.
Father, Marius?
Story!
It's his father.
How do I look? Every inch of the Roman soap.
Oh, of course. Daddy issues.
Of course.
That's why he's doing none of this.
I don't know, but maybe the ether will tell me whether or not Mario is voiced by someone recognizable. Possibly the guy who played Brutus in Rome. But
no. Press A to skip.
Press A to skip. Thank you, Crytek. Thank you very much. I think you should approach it.
Yeah.
Do you reckon it's to skip and he executes his father? Oh my God! You're going to execute your father. Right. Okay. First, break his guard. His guard is actually a synonym for his leg. So.
Jeez. Is this like Sleeping Dogs, where it's like, oh yeah, practice my moves on my students? And it's like, I just learned how to break someone's arm.
Yeah, you have no students left. They all have compound fractures. Break his guard, Mark.
It was Y a second ago. Now it doesn't seem to be. Sure, Dad.
Spar with father. This sparring is very aggressive.
Good old quality time.
Like your dad's clearly a little bit old, a little bit portly, and yet you were just going at it with that wooden
sword. He's gonna come at me though now.
So you have 3 perfectly fine time deflects. Okay, and we already established that deflecting keeps your combo running and gives you a free hit, as opposed to just blocking, which costs you a little bit of health.
I seem to be getting this wrong.
Not like that. You must time your strikes.
Yeah. I don't know what you were doing, but you obviously weren't using time to deflect.
Stop giving out to me, Dad.
I'm not your dad.
If I just keep mashing A. So I have to... There we go. Yo, this is Sparta! Oh no.
Don't let Wario hit you.
Am I doing it right?
I'm guessing no.
Yeah. Oh, I'm supposed to kick him. Kick him. Okay, I did something perfectly.
Okay, just one more, and then it'll be definitely it'll be back to the fighting. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
There'll be no more cutscenes. There'll be nothing like that. It'll just be back to another battle. Maybe you should give it a little bit more time before you laugh. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Again.
Oh, wait. I did it right once anyway. I don't understand how though.
Okay. You know, it'd be fun if you went to the menu and we jumped to a more exciting chapter.
No, I'm getting it right.
You're getting it right.
I'm getting there.
Okay, well...
I can do it, Dad!
It's stressing me out. Okay, well, you'll get going. Okay.
Menu
right.
it is then.
So let's try. No, let's try 5. Look, there's a skull and it's white on black background.
No.
No.
Told by our producer not to.
Okay, we're not going to do that. Let's try 3. There's a shipwreck. What could be more exciting than a shipwreck?
Getting word in my ear. Getting terrible word in my ear. Oh, okay. Soldier?
Considering you couldn't beat your own dad last time, maybe we should go with recruit.
Well, sir.
Okay.
I'll hand you that.
Have this.
I'll take a laptop.
Okay. Do the buttons do things?
Do the buttons do things?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? General buttons?
Yeah. Okay. What am I? Okay. Nero's back, and he's probably a bit mad because his giant Nero statue isn't going well. Maybe he'll make a pyramid. Out of stone. Okay, we've got sad emotions at the moment.
Sad statues.
Sad statues.
Everything you've wanted from this game.
Okay, so we've got... this doesn't look like an in-engine cutscene. This looks like a pre-rendered one. And that
water.
Yeah, water. There we go. Water. Appreciate the water, Mark.
So we're gonna. What we've realised from the next generation, gonna be a lot of water.
A lot of water, a lot of fire. A lot of cutscenes. Can't skip them unless they decide sometimes that you can. That was a strange one. Arbitrarily, they seem to have decided we can't skip this cutscene because there's too much water to show off. Now I can. I got that wrong. Okay. We also probably missed quite an action-packed cutscene because I'm shipwrecked.
Everyone's dead.
And I lost my helmet. Which lends further
Your
credence.
dad will not be happy with
further
this.
credence to my idea that if you can put your helmet on someone, you can control them. I'm going to take that.
Conspiracy theory.
Okay, so...
There you go.
Okay, yeah, there we go. On a roll. Jeepers. Roll under the... Okay, don't.
Just roll.
Mario doesn't look half as proper without his helmet. What am I looking? War stick.
Our fleet will be destroyed.
Here you go. Serious business.
Serious indeed.
Skeleton.
Climbing. You know what I could really do with this now is some sad barbarians. Or some barbarians
Oh, it looks like
with
they're
which I
gonna
can
get
make sad with my press and hold X and Y.
Or what?
Or Y.
And you have to contort your body out of the way.
Yeah. You have to
really work for this.
I'm scared of the barbarian now because I can't remember how to play.
8 counter.
What does the shield do? What does this do?
Which shield usually blocks you.
Here,
Your back isn't as
these
armored.
barbarians are pretty unfriendly. What do I do to trigger
RT?
or T?
Why?
I did it. Ouch! This guy's a bit unpleasant.
We're going with the old stand around and wait for them approach. Oh no, you shouldn't have waited.
I shouldn't have.
I don't think he's like Batman where he could block, block.
Well, he's not like Batman.
No, but he's like Batman.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm Batman. We should have had you doing the training. You're doing the perfect deflect.
Yeah, I'm you know. Yeah.
Break his guard. That's what your
Sorry,
father
I'm not
would
chatting
want.
too much because I'm really I have no idea what to do. Oh, I do. Okay. I buggered up that.
Use the force.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna do it.
Nice. Execute.
He was one sad barbarian, wasn't he?
Oh, nice.
He shouldn't. He sassed me.
Break his guard. Eric's heal. Bye bye arm.
By my neck.
Bye bye arteries.
What I do like is that what I do like is that I'm so overwhelmed by barbarians I can't draw attention to funny things like the fact that your sword seems to cauterize wounds.
Those Romans, they thought of everything.
Yeah, lightsabers.
We don't want a messy battlefield.
Okay, can I swim in full armor? No. And Mario seems intelligent enough to not try. This is good.
This is getting silly.
Crytek have thought this through.
I'll catch pneumonia if I float. If I go
That's
out there.
true. Sure, he's only wearing a skirt.
Those wacky Romans.
This guy was so impressed by their fire arrows, he voluntarily ran into them.
He's a moth. Fire moth.
Beat with 8 arrows. That's what I'm going to do.
This is your best option against arrows?
Yeah.
I don't know. Pluck them out of the air.
Nah. You can also deflect arrows. I knew I could.
Now.
Yeah.
Oh. God, he crouched out here.
I'm going to try and knock him over the long pole.
I just execute him.
Okay.
Put him out of his misery.
Get out of his misery.
Oh.
I like the little glowing button prompt, even though it is a quick time event, and I know a lot of people have problems with that, but it's not quite as intrusive as a big glaring
large. Press Y!
push X to make this game happen for you.
Yeah, I much prefer the flashing colours. It keeps you in the moment. At least you can appreciate the animations that they put a bit of effort and time into.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing I've found about every other
Ouch.
game, is you can't appreciate the battles when you're
No, absolutely.
One's going to appear somewhere around here.
If I recall, God of War 3, because God of War was obviously very famous for you to have quick time events. But you know, there'd be a reason to do executions. You get health, or you get. I have a spear. Where's my spear?
On his back. He decided he didn't want it anymore.
Okay, that's a shame.
You can execute him straight away. Wonder if he'll use a spear. Nope.
Ouch. Have we established that the barbarians are mean yet? These barbarians are so mean I can't actually finish the thoughts.
Nice blocking.
Thanks.
You're a natural.
See, I have this gigantic shield.
Oh. The thing people don't know about you is you're pretty pro at like Metal Gear Solid Revengeance and Batman.
Well, it's
any game that requires like countering.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Revengeance requires parrowing, parrowing, which is like half parrying, half using arrows. I don't know. Speaking of arrows, obliquely, where's my lance? I thought I got a lance. A lance is like a gigantic arrow that you don't shoot from a bow, and that works in this conversation.
Yeah, it works because I want it to work.
Yeah, it does. It's my language. I don't care if Machinima don't understand it.
I've also given you the old commentator's curse.
What's that?
You're like saying you're good at blocking, and then everyone's just been going, ah!
No, that hasn't fun. Okay, it has happened a bit.
You've got the focus as well.
I don't. What's focus?
Right bumper.
Is that when I hit the Oh, ha, ha. Okay.
Oh!
I'm gonna kick him. I want to kick him.
Where's the nearest well?
Can you kick him down the well?
Find a well first, maybe.
Okay, I suppose.
You come with me.
Do I get to?
I've got something to show you.
Okay, that was a bit of a missed opportunity. There was he wasn't looking at me, and I stabbed him in the back, and he didn't.
Didn't die.
Yeah.
So people are obviously getting our impressions of the game, but Daniel has had significantly more time with it, and he has reviewed it over on clickonline.com. So people should make their way there, check it out,
Yes.
and see if it's worth.
We'll find out what happened to that lance. He'll definitely dedicate many paragraphs
All
to the
sorts of
lances.
questions that have been answered.
You should let us know when it's 5. We might change up the game.
It's fine.
Okay, we'll change up the game now after these barbarians. I
You
make
shall
these
make it.
barbarians pretty sad.
Nice. I was hoping you'd like shatter his spleen or something with that kick.
You'd probably have to draw a diagram of where his spleen was and how it got shattered for me to appreciate that.
There was a game, Blitz the League, that if you did a massive hit and there was an injury, it would zoom in CSI style and would show you like the cartilage ripping and stuff. It was horrific.
And
there were some awful injuries in that game as well. It was like broken spine, and you're just going, huh. It was approaching dinner time, and I don't feel like eating.
Well, this is an early enough chapter. There might be lots more horrific violence in later ones, but should we try Forza? You're good at racing games, right?
That's it. Build me up just
Build
to crush me.
Yeah, now who's got that commentator's thing you just mentioned that I can't remember? Now who's got it? Forza Motorsport 5, which was a digital download.
Yes.
A 30 gigabyte one of that.
30 gig, fairly significant.
Yes, well, it'll obviously depend on region to region.
House to house.
House to house as well. If you have mobile internet via dongle,
Turn 10, we're very clever there. The views expressed by Top Gear, i.e. Jeremy Clarkson,
Yeah.
do not reflect ours. Because you know what's coming. Or anyone's.
Or anyone.
Yeah. So yeah, Forza has kind of switched up its career structure. There's less unlocking, I think. It's more about just buying your cars, filling your garage, and so on.
That sounds a bit like unlocking, because I assume you can't buy them without money or PV points.
Ah, you understand how currency works.
I do.
I wish to subscribe to your newsletter, sir. But we've been playing a little bit this morning as well. So we have our own little drivatar who's possibly hit the internet, possibly winning some money, or possibly doing
I think we should
nothing at
stall
all.
for a moment on the notion of a drivatar. What happened? Did you break it?
No,
She's talking. Now who's misogynistic, Mark? A woman starts talking, you say "oh." But no, honestly, drivatar. Should we explain that? It's like an avatar that you drive, only you don't drive. How am I doing so far?
You're nearly there.
I'm almost
You're so close.
on the money.
So drivatar basically is you play a few races. It starts to understand your habits. So if you're going in hell for leather into a corner, it'll kind of go, okay, he's a late breaker, and whatever habits you have will go into this drivatar system, which is like a ghost, except not a ghost. It will actually populate other people's races. So if you have friends, which I don't want to tread on any toes here, but you know, it'll go into their races, so you'll see.
Wait, you didn't want to tread on anyone's toes, suggesting I don't have any friends?
Yeah.
I have friends. I have two.
So it'll go into their race, and we'll start causing them problems. So if you've had habits like late braking, it'll late brake, which means it can make mistakes and so on. So it's kind of replacing the traditional AI, which is coded, and very much hard coded, and it kind of learn and evolve over time.
I assume that's a feature, an online feature, though. It needs.
Yes. So what they've done is they've designed the game with certain certain base ones.
It's on fire. It's on fire.
And they've designed certain base ones. So you'll have all these drivatars that are already in the game. That's grand. But if you connect to the internet, and regardless of how often you do it, you'll get certain extra characteristics and extra drivatars and things like that as well.
Okay.
So if you're always online, you'll have an ever-growing database then of opponents and things like that.
Yeah, good.
And while you sleep, your drivatar can be going into the online races and can be earning you money as well based on their performances.
Did you say if you sleep? If you're one of those people that sleeps occasionally, which you might not be with the launch of the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And in fact, after all those sad barbarians, we might not be people that sleep for a little while. They haunt our dreams. Okay, so Forza Motorsport 5, not stalling, is obviously one of the games that's probably going to better display the kind of graphics that
you're looking at.
Okay.
It's 60 frames a second, it's 1080p as well, which
absolutely.
The Xbox One has drawn a little controversy over the fact that some of its games are not. Some of them are 720 native, upscaled, rises 900 just to be a little bit awkward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fall into that middle ground.
But it's fair to say that Forza has always, or if not always, then the past couple of Forzas have looked unbelievable on current gen stuff. So is this going to be a bit of a case that it's going to look good here, but not a massive improvement on the current gen, which already looks pretty great.
Just Forza?
What shall we find out in a minute when we load it up?
Forza, I think, is one of those...
He's put the abs on his braking. That's very important. You want your brakes to be quite muscular. You don't want flabby brakes. It's just going to slow you down on the corners.
Yeah, I think Forza is one of those games that's always looked pretty good. So they bumped up features in certain aspects. In Forza 4, you could go in and look at every single part of certain cars.
Yeah.
I think they called it Auto Vista.
Auto Vista.
But it only applied to a certain subsection of the hundreds of cars that were there. And this time around, you could do it with all the cars that were included. So it's a step up in that regard. There's certain things you'll see the imperfections of cars. So it's imperfect beauty is what they were going for. So you'll see paint peeling and things like that.
Okay,
Oh, no.
let's go peel some paint.
There we go. I'm one of those now that while they've worked so hard on the cockpit views and all of that, I go with, hey look, I can see the road and nothing of the car.
I have never met anyone who uses this view mark.
Well, now you have.
Yes, I have. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Not like I've known you for 3 years. Okay, so this is a weird and strange perspective, and I'm judging you for using it. I am. But I suppose there's a lot of detail on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure if you can tell, but you can see the little grainy, gravelly bits as you're speeding by at 115 miles an hour.
I can see exactly where the racing line is.
That's true.
That's not to say that I'm on it. More times.
Well, is the racing line something you can turn off? That would be...
So you can go with various...
That kind of breaks the sim experience.
You can go with various assists. So if you are going for more the sim route, or you've learned to track...
Various assists, so you could just have... you get brakes with no abs.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be like, I don't want... I don't need brakes with a six.
You need to hit the gym.
Even the flabbiest brakes you can find.
Alternatively,
like the obese brakes.
You can have full braking as well, so it'll do it all for you.
Like the Jason Statham of brakes.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So you can kind of customize it to as you like. And if you're really, really good at the game, then you can turn it all off. You can get the full sim experience, and you benefit as well because you get credits after every race. You get more for doing it with less assists or harder AI.
Okay. And would I be right in saying that this course is Dublin Airport? It looks a little bit like it.
If Dublin Airport has moved to Abu Dhabi,
okay,
then yes.
Okay, Forza's not, unless I'm totally wrong, which we've already established is a major possibility. It's not one of the ones that really showcases damage like some of the other races, some of the more arcadey stuff. Where,
you won't
like I can't remember Burnout, for example. We're not going to get.
Yeah, you won't have like Burnout flat out style where pieces come falling off the car and tires go flying into various bits and pieces. Because simulation
with only half an engine.
Yeah, simulation always has a bit of issues in terms of they have to get licenses from the manufacturers. The manufacturers, of course, aren't too happy if
showing a total car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you will take damage. You'll take like engine damage and things like that. And your bits and pieces will suffer. But like this, see, right front brake, downforce, body damage, all of that. But I still came off better than your man.
Yeah, well, you know,
he's now facing the wrong way.
It's probably those muscular brakes you're using. You're conditioned. You're a braking machine. Okay, I noticed this one doesn't have a license plate. How legal is that, Mark? I want to know.
Just give him a little tap.
Okay, and obviously, as this is a bit more simmy, there's no stuff like flashback. There's no.
Oh, there is.
There is. Oh my God!
So yeah, flashbacks have kind of become a core mechanic of the racing genre since Grid did it back in 2008, I think.
Yes, let's assume that's right.
Let's assume 8. Congratulations, I beat one of my rivals. I thought that was my second lap, but apparently it wasn't. So yeah, flashbacks have become one of those because they're a bit frustrating if you've been driving perfectly for a while. Like this is only 2 laps, so it's not too bad. But if you've been driving for quite a while and you make one mistake and then you end up totaling your car or you end up spinning or something like that, you basically have to restart. So flashbacks have that little in-between where you can just rewind a little bit and you're away in a hack. But again, like the assists, if you don't use them, you get benefits, so you'll pick up more credits. Maybe I shouldn't have set this to highly skilled. Because I am struggling.
Okay.
Using every inch of road.
Let's see, what else do I know about driving? Handbrake turns. Let's see one of them in action.
Wouldn't advise it.
I wouldn't advise it, well.
Which button's handbrake again? Am I not drifting enough for you?
No, you're not, sir.
Are you not entertained? That's the quote I should have broken out.
Yeah,
10 minutes ago.
Wrong game. Applicable here, though. So when in Rome, Mark. When in Rome.
When in Rome.
Yeah. Okay, why don't we check out the drafting, which is a word I found out about 2 hours ago.
Unfortunately, I'm too far behind, but I will try to catch up. I will do my damnedest.
Hmm.
We're good to go. Just when I have those added breaks. Alright, never make any of these corners.
That's true.
So they've unfortunately reduced the number of tracks that are in the game, but the detail is stepped up a notch.
Okay.
We'll give them that. I'm so close to 5th.
Yeah. So obviously we haven't gotten quite as much hands-on time with Forza. We've only really cracked into it today.
That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Why not? It's believable. Or it would be if I didn't. I saw you put on those dirty abs breaks, so you have no excuse.
You knew what you were doing.
But obviously our review for Forza is coming up soon, so check clickonline.com for reviews in the coming days. And stuff like Dead Rising 3, our review of that's coming up soon, and rest assured there will be plenty of paragraphs to bagels that turn into baseball bats and the likes of that.
Carbo boxes.
Yeah, and Rhonda's character arc, which was substantial.
There was development there.
Yeah, it was. No, absolutely. She went from someone I decided I didn't like into someone I suddenly feared and respected, and I appreciated that.
I was driving better than this AI. Is that what I've done to my drivatar?
Yeah.
He's a guy who misses every turn.
Okay, can we see any sort of damage? You've got dirt across your bumper.
Got a bit of scuffs.
Yeah, a few scuffs to the... Scuffs? A few scuffs to the old paint job.
I'd say your man I spun is a bit worse off for wear.
Okay, so your front car nose is a bit dinged up. I'm using the technical terms now. If you don't know what a front car nose, it's a grill, I think. That's the layman term.
Just a fender bender. And it's usual with Forza as well. You have your affinity level, which is to do with your car manufacturer. So as you level up particular brands, you'll get more bonuses from them.
Okay.
And then you have your driver level as well. So all sorts of benefits.
Good stuff. If we have a choice of tracks, we should do something a little bit more spectacular now.
So it'll have, I think this one has 8 or 10. Silverstone. Silverstone is nice.
I will take your word for it. It's got a good name, so we're on with stuff. Where?
It was Ireland.
Oh, Ireland, okay. Not you and me.
You and me. If you squint, you'll see us
Absolutely.
right there, standing in the grid. Not even sure how they captured my essence, but there you go.
I should say that if you're impressed by any of the Xbox games that we're playing today, do check clickonline.com/win stuff for any competitions we have. We have plenty of Xbox 4 and Xbox 4. Yeah, I probably meant PS4 and Xbox One games.
FIFA 14's up there at the moment.
But if it says you can win an Xbox 4 game, you go ahead and enter and see what happens.
But wait a few years.
My suggestion is entering in any competition. Being with a chance to win.
Yeah. So Xbox One, we have FIFA 14 at the moment, which is one of those. It's in demand, popular game.
You guys might give that a try in a little while.
FIFA!
Maybe? FIFA! It would be very unlike you, Mark, to try a bit of FIFA, wouldn't it?
Put in a plug for myself. What am I supposed to be doing here? Just passing people, I suppose.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know.
Look at these British drivers out for their Sunday cruise.
Yeah. This is what this typical. I love the British crowds amount to about 40 people. Oh, and maybe more than 40 there. The grass looks good. There are blades of grass. There's a helicopter there.
So you're able to appreciate all the finer details.
It's one of those things like when you're going at 110 miles an hour, like the finer details are kind of something you only see fleetingly.
You can't quite stop and smell the roses.
No, not at all. Of which I've seen very few roses so far, but we won't complain.
Bringing up Silverstone Gardeners.
The crowds look alright. There's a lot of them, and they're individual enough. It's just sometimes they just do look like amorphous blobs of flesh and red t-shirts and blue t-shirts. But little twerking crowds in the background.
Just little twerks, though.
Yeah,
not an
little twerks. Yeah, no, not at all. Flashes of photography in the stands adds to the atmosphere for sure. And it should be noticed that since I'm not driving, I can pay attention to these details. They're probably more effective for Mark, who's trying desperately to
stay on the track
and pass these two small cars. Are you driving something fancy, Mark? See, I can't tell because I'm not looking at cockpit.
Your view.
Yeah. So you in fact are driving a very fancy car, and you can't.
So I've got no excuse. Really.
What are they? Are they Golfs? I'm not sure.
My golf.
My God, I don't know.
Oh no, you've distracted me.
But yeah, I'll maybe keep it here for a while, and we will look at
Keep it here in the grass.
In the grass. Okay, no, you can drive well. Feel free to drive well, Mark. But okay, let's have a look at the cockpit. We've got hands. This is very dear to my heart. I like when games, when your avatar that you embody has limbs and does things with his limbs. So every so often when you switch gear, his hand disappears to work the gear stick, which I was about to call a joystick.
Gamer, through and through.
Through and through. You got the stitching on the steering wheel. You have the Audi logo, I suppose.
That's what we're going with.
Yeah, we'll go with logo. You also have the UI is still there, but you can see your speed and all that jazz on the dashboard, which is quite nice. So maybe, I don't know if there's an option to turn off both the user interface, the heads-up display, and the brakes. I don't know. Maybe there are.
So yeah, as I said, you can get your assists, get a certain number of bonuses, drive at higher difficulty, your affinity bonus, and then for not using rewinds. For using rewinds, you actually get
we have a comment from Shane who says, can't wait for the Dublin Airport DLC. Neither can I, Shane. Neither can I. I wouldn't hold your breath, but hey, we live in hope.
Reports suggest
it's on the way. Dublin Airport.
Probably much more exotic.
Magnificent architecture that you won't be able to appreciate because you'll be driving so fast into concrete blocks, hopefully.
So no pressure.
No pressure, Mark.
Stay on the straight and narrow.
Absolutely. Here's some of the aforementioned magnificent architecture.
It is quite lovely.
It's quite lovely.
So we won't even need holidays anymore.
Okay.
It'll just be a case of load up your game, check out the virtual city.
I suppose we should address the fact that there is obviously still loading next gen, and they were never going to get rid of loading. Generally, it's been quicker, I think. Not as long waiting for the good stuff to happen. I'm sure after we do wait for it to load, it's a signature event, so they keep things spicy.
See, it may have more power, but you're just going to use that more power. So
of course, absolutely. Well, that's one thing I suppose. Smaller games or indie games might have an edge over the AAA stuff because they won't use as much for presentation.
So you can see Hanson 360 is probably someone and not like
and your next rival is Hip Top Jones.
Oh, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah,
Radiant Bunny, probably someone.
I suppose with this drive-to scheme you could probably learn from other people's mistakes. Hypothetically, you could learn from other people's mistakes. You could see what they're doing wrong. If Hanson 360 could see what Mark was doing right now, he'd know not to cycle. Don't cycle into the cones. A couple of reasons for that. It'll slow you down. You're also you're in a car. There's no pedals. Actually, there are pedals.
Fred Flintstone style.
Yeah. There's an accelerator pedal.
Now that's DLC I'd go for.
Fred Flintstone style car. Okay. As you get closer to the spectators, the Prague, is it Phrygian spectators? Spectators from Prague. There is a bit more detail on them, which is nice.
Oh, I like that. Cacassius Clay.
Cacassius Clay.
You can really appreciate the cleverness of some of the online people.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, you should try this drafting thing that I mentioned earlier and totally forgot about.
Once I have a straight line.
Yeah, get him with a straight line.
There's Hanson again.
Okay.
Wow, my corner.
Okay, so a bit of lens flare there. So this track was obviously sponsored by J.J. Abrams.
This is Zack Schneider and J.J.
Yeah, sponsored by. I'm just throwing out words, hoping they stick.
Yeah, here you go. Here's drafting. So you can see I get him.
Okay.
So not all drafting.
Mark's definition of drafting is just rear-ending someone. And once their car is totaled, just take them over, and you'll definitely do better than them. Okay, this is good. We're on a cobblestone bridge, and you can see the cobbles, which is quite a nice level of detail, which I can appreciate because I'm not going at 90 miles an hour.
but I can feel the textures.
Yeah. Well, we should talk about the haptic feedback in the controller because I've literally remembered just now. And that's how I roll.
Yeah, Forza is one of the games that really benefits from it. So you have the rumbles in the triggers. And Forza especially, because if you start kicking it out a bit, if you start drifting, you'll start feeling it more in the controller. And you can really identify where exactly in the corner it all went wrong for you.
Yeah.
So you can really learn from your mistakes.
Congratulations, you beat Hip Top Jones.
Take that,
and he's a private eye, so he knows how to drive. And do stuff with the dames,
So
I
you
suppose.
see this fella's avatar, or drivatar, was offline.
Okay.
He came back online. I probably should have
Flashback!
taken his line as opposed to bragging that I was on the line.
So this guy's on the line.
He's off the racing line at the moment.
Alright.
He comes back in, and he ends up coming out a bit quicker. So you
should fire a blue shell now then.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
All of it.
Oh, that's nice. Your
the cones that I
the
made.
cones that you destroyed earlier
the place.
remain on the track for the duration of the race, which does make sense. Or does it? I don't know if they'd have people to go
sweeping up after
sweep it up. I don't know if Mario from Rise would go in with a sweep broom.
brush.
That's what they're called. Yeah, sweep brooms. Okay.
But Dan Greenawalt as well, who's working on this, said that at the higher difficulties of Drivatar, you'll see people who will
what does higher difficulties of Drivatar mean? I thought they were...
So they'll have better habits. They'll be more accurate, or they'll have better style passing.
Okay.
So one example he gave was that they'll look as if they're going to pass down the right, for example. You'll go over to cover that, and then they'll cut underneath you and take you on the left.
Okay.
So you have to really watch all the lines and kind of know when you're being set up.
I should probably mention at this stage that hi, welcome to, if you've just joined us, welcome to our live stream. We're going to be streaming until 6 o'clock, so another 40 minutes, and we're just checking out a few of the Xbox One launch games. So we've played Dead Rising and Rise, Son of Rome so far. Currently we're checking out Forza 5, and then hopefully in the last half hour we'll get to have a look at FIFA 14. This is obviously Forza 5, and not that you could tell, because Mark's choice of driving view is so bonkers. But he's driving a car with flames on it, so you know it's pretty fast. That's how I can tell if a car is fast, is that it has flames on it.
Flames.
As opposed to flames coming out
or
of
the
it.
speed stripes.
Yeah, speed stripes, let's not forget them. The speed holes.
One of the things as well is, if anyone has missed some of the footage up to now, and they want to check out Dead Rising 3 or Rise, it'll all be up on Tech Online's YouTube channel as well later on today. So.
And obviously the Rise review is up there already if you want to get a good impression of the game, and we'll be following up with Forza and Dead Rising 3 reviews soon enough. Winner! You won! Race complete. No fanfare.
Give the old battle.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when the AI kicks in, it makes me a worse driver than I was. Look at this, like.
That's
run over pedestrians.
Run over pedestrians. Which isn't a feature of this game.
No.
Which is fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's my
Obviously the car nose is upset again, but did that not fix itself from...
It did. But
oh,
remember I had my
little
drafting experience.
Yeah, drafting excursion, yes, absolutely. Okay, so you seem to have earned CORs, which are different to PP points from Dead Rising 3. Different. So both in spelling and pronunciation. So you've got affinity levels and driver's levels. Yep. Do you know what they are, Mark?
So driver level is your experience, and you'll learn it after every race. Leveling up gets you extra credits, which is your CRs, which you can put towards cars and things like that. The affinity level then is for using, for example, the Audi. I've used it a few times, so therefore it keeps getting experience itself.
Yeah. And
every time I use an Audi car, I'll get experience under the affinity thingy. Once I level that up, I get extra credits for using that manufacturer. So if I was to switch over to a Toyota, for example, I wouldn't have anything with them because I haven't used them before. So I'd have to build it up from the start. So there's new things now as well, like using the design, so everyone can put up their designs and things like that. If you like a design, it boosts the ratings and so on, as this says. And if you use it a couple of times, it'll kind of go, so you seem to like this. Would you like to like it officially? And because I did, I seem to have unlocked achievements and badges and all sorts of things. So, worthwhile doing.
Okay.
We now head back to the top.
Oh, Top Gear. I knew it would appear. Jeremy Clarkson.
We should spend a little bit of time bad-mouthing Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah.
I think we should. I think he
Somehow I don't know how he hasn't been. He's like a duck or something.
Yeah.
You throw criticism at him, just goes off. Yeah, he's kind of. I wouldn't say I'm a fan. And that's
what would you say then, Mike?
Stunned silence. I see. Could be on my own here.
No, the other guy's a bit more palatable. Science guy.
Richard Hammond, James May.
James May, is he science guy?
I think both of them have done science of sorts.
Oh, because your man did Brainiac.
Yeah, it counts.
Yeah, it counts. So why not? You probably learn stuff.
So this is the Top Gear London challenge. Apparently London is littered with.
Are you playing as a stick?
Bins and Big Ben. No, I'm not, unfortunately.
That is an oversight on Forza's part. Maybe he'll be there. Maybe we can knock him over.
Maybe he's like a final boss.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like Mortal Kombat. He's your final test. Ooh. Oh, someone's getting punchy off the start. Ah! Who was that? Who is that? Oh, and there's the bins I was talking about. So yeah, if you happen to be driving in London anytime soon, bins and shopping trolleys and everything else are kind of littering the streets. It's just chaos. And suitcases. So you're probably better off not driving in London. Just take the tube.
That's true. Funny looking buses there. Seem to be black and white. Are they cardboard cutouts?
Yeah,
Ram them! Okay, lots of bins.
Lots of bins.
Lots of bins. Bins slow you down? Bins...
A little bit, actually.
A tiny bit? Okay, did you feel them? Or are they just...
That was a little bumper, right?
Okay.
I was hoping to use it as like weaponry. Just start slamming it at people. So some of these guys have been in previous races. Oh, I'm on the grass.
There's... Okay, well, this track, what it lacks in the splendor of Prague...
it more than makes up for it in
just
cardboard cutouts.
And, yeah, just
bins.
The amount of characters on screen let anyone go.
I've damaged my engine. I should rewind.
That's
Smoke would indicate I'm not going to go too fast or too far. So that's what I get for drafting. Drafting.
Yeah.
Marks of drafting. So now we're going to tap the brakes. Corner perfectly. See, so much better on my second attempt.
But there's a lot of stuff moving on screen which I quite like, and I'm not actually sure why they're showcasing this though, because it's an impressive from a technical standpoint from the 360, but Forza's not really the kind of game where you get an awful lot of particles going on. We'll just ignore this flashback mark. Don't worry about it.
Nothing happens. It's just streams, you know.
Yeah.
You know how
but
everything doesn't come through, right?
All these moving things won't really feature in the game too heavily. Unless there's a low gravity mode, and the cars, whenever they corner too hard, they just fly off into the crowds.
The old burn corner.
Just a little love tap there.
Bit of Kobayashi feel. I like the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Let's see. What can I make you do? Next time you see... Yeah, see if you can drive up a ramp. I don't know if there's a ramp, but if there's a ramp, try and drive up it. I think this is the thing that the viewers want, Mark. This is the thing the reviewers want.
I thought I saw a ramp over there.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Really showcasing this flashback.
Yeah. Oh, it's got it. You got to learn about it.
Yeah, you got to.
One of the things
That's the only reason you're doing it.
Oh, there we go. I think it needs to go back to the days where you had a certain number of flashbacks. So you could be like 5 flashbacks. That's the limit.
Oh, like tennis.
Yeah, because then you could exactly like tennis.
Yeah.
Maria Sharapova is always flashing back shots that she's not happy with. But then there's a bit of risk reward as well. It can't be like, I took that corner wrong, do it again, took it wrong again. Oh no.
Okay, we've just got a request to play Battlefield for the last half hour. We could give it a shot, but if there's a giant install involved, we won't.
Yeah.
And we'll just pop in FIFA. But we'll give it a shot now. Do we want to see what happens if you inject the disc while you're playing it?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, sure. What would be the point of doing a live stream otherwise? Yeah. Don't tell them the game is on the hard drive. We want to showcase.
Oh no!
Apparently nothing, because the game is on the hard drive.
So you can keep your seamless gaming going then.
Okay, well, I tell you what we could do. We could go to the home menu, because one of the features is you can. Actually, that was a feature in the previous ones, that you can install obviously while you play. But if there is an install for Battlefield, we could show the play as you install feature called PlayGo on PlayStation 4, but that's not what we're doing at the moment. So there's around a lot of megabytes. Sure, we'll give it a shot. Install it there.
So whoever requested Battlefield, is this for you?
This is on you, my friend. This is on you. Also, the fact that we're not very good at Battlefield might be on you. You are the reason we're not good at this
That's
one.
what easy mode is for.
Yeah.
You cover the screen, you fix it easy.
Yeah. We'll turn on the abs on all the guns.
That's what your squad mates for as well.
Yeah.
Just go, shoot him!
Yeah.
Shoot him! I will hide. So there we go, I'm getting ranking and all. I'm 233rd in the world. Bear in mind, the Xbox isn't out until tomorrow. So, doing well, doing well.
Like, we should take a picture of that.
Should take a bow. It's as good as it's going to get. So what exotic track has it got next for us?
For the next event.
I am
Spain.
not sure. We'll do one more race and then we'll see how Battlefield is doing.
Yep. Good old Battlefield. It's kind of one of the more popular games on the next gen. A lot of people have been holding out on the current gen version to get the next gen. So the likes of that, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty Ghosts, they seem to be at the top of people's must-play list.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I suppose there'd be no real point owning them on both consoles. For example, I played a bit of Assassin's Creed 4 recently on the next gen, and while it does look wonderful, it looks pretty wonderful on current gen consoles, and there's no content difference, so it'd be better just holding on and shelling out for
Now we get to see the blades of grass that you're talking about.
Yeah, see what you've been missing out.
It does exist.
By paying attention. Yeah, I don't know. I think I have a strange attitude towards Battlefield. Because as soon as we boot it up, I'll be like, shoot that wall, shoot that thing. Don't shoot that guy. Because I know the people fall down when you shoot them. I want to know, do the tables fall down when you shoot them? The walls fall down? Does the ground fall over when you shoot it with a grenade? That sort of stuff is what I'm interested in. That's what I really consider next generation.
So the likes of Max Payne, the original, and Half-Life 2 were groundbreaking for you with physics and destruction.
Yeah, that's what you really want. That's the nitty-gritty. I had a friend who, famously, and this is probably a lie, he said he tried Black for the PlayStation 2. I don't know if anyone remembers Black, but it was a first-person military shooter for the PlayStation 2 that came out just about when the 360 was released. And it looked like it should have been on the 360. It was a very impressive looking game, but there wasn't really much destruction going on at all. My friend said he took out a shotgun, shot a tree 3 times, nothing happened, so he traded it in.
You traded in the game.
Traded in the game. It might have been a tiny bit impulsive, but
maybe.
Yeah, but I appreciate his point. You know,
this game sucks. Nothing falls over. To be fair though, I haven't hit a tree yet in Forza, so we don't know.
That's true.
Maybe
You're just too good. You've hit a few things though, and like we know your car nose can break. Your grill, again, for the layman.
And we know the road cones can fall over. We don't know about trees just yet.
That's true.
Look at them in the background looking all smug.
Why don't you push the old home button there and see how the install is doing?
Oh, actually,
the home, yeah. The install is at
the install is going
0%.
Poorly.
I will tell you what. Why don't we try a bit of FIFA? Because the install is not going great. So sorry about that. I'll find you a bit of FIFA. You keep playing.
Find me a bit of FIFA. Oh no! There we go. I was mid-turn when I paused. Poor Battlefield.
You'll notice from the innocuous silence that everything is going well, and Daniel is not throwing Blu-rays straight for my throat.
Better than Nick and Dead Rising, though, has to be said. A lovely ding. That wasn't the Xbox, was it?
Yeah, the ding was the Xbox. And me very silently, very sneakily sneaking in a FIFA disc. not sure why that Battlefield install was taking so long, but let's not draw too much attention to it.
So there you go. That's all.
That's a thing that happens. Okay, so if you're playing one of your games off the hard drive and you slot in a disc.
We have installed FIFA though, so that's worth pointing out.
We have, but it seems to take priority.
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Also, you'll get quite a few updates, it seems.
Yeah. Once you're connected to the internet, it'll halt everything. It's like, whoa, hold on! I need an update. No one move. But it's at 95% already, which is interesting. Because I'm not sure why that was. This last 5% is such a hump.
Or Microsoft Minutes. So we might as well have a look around.
Achievements.
Everyone loves achievements. Everyone loves
day one
gamer
achievement.
Sport. That's why they've kept it.
Shouldn't it be a day -1 achievement? Or day 0 achievement?
Possibly.
Anyway,
so this is what we were talking about earlier with the feature challenges. For example, EA Sports FIFA 14. Play 5 online matches in the next 8 days, and you get an EA Sports Football Club reward.
Okay.
Which isn't bad. Madden, there's one there. Complete a game of football during the 2-week period after launch, which is a pretty easy one.
We should draw attention to a gamer tag, which is click online XBLA.
So you can now either follow us with the Smart Glass app, or friend us, because now you can hold up to 1,000 friends.
Friends!
Now you should be a football friend.
Football friend! Football friend!
And these are the achievements that you can get for FIFA. So seconds, please, for example, is winning the ball back with a second chance tackle. And
worth 10 doubloons.
When you unlocked it, and so on. So yeah, nice.
Okay, well, let's go back. Let's see how the install's going, and then if not, we can check a few more things on the dashboard. 95%. Tricky 5% that, but let's have a look at the store.
It's nothing if not consistent anyway.
Yeah, well, there you go. Okay, so we got the featured content, so we got the deals and stuff. Let's draw a tiny bit of attention to the price of the games. I think they're a little bit more expensive than we expected.
So, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, let's give it a shot.
Call of Duty
is €70.
Currently €70.
About a tenner more expensive than current gen stuff.
And you're looking at a 39.5 gig install as well.
It might be worth pointing out that on both the PlayStation Store and XBLA, the price of digital titles has always been a bit funky. Like for something that's so obviously encouraging us to go digital, to kind of download stuff, to be connected to the internet, all this stuff, there doesn't seem to be much incentive to buy digital, considering that it's such a hefty download. There's no discount, despite the fact you don't have a physical disc. There's no shipping stuff.
Just sounds as a more reasonable €50.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you get all your images, add-ons, and then like tips of what else you might like.
Yeah.
Based on.
And I'm being a bit too negative. So Zoo Tycoon exists. So
Zoo Tycoon exists.
Okay. So you got the search games. Use a code. We don't have a code, but this is a pretty nice one. You just scan.
It's
QR code.
Nice
no more. What is it? 16-digit codes. Add-ons has its own specific thing. So if there's a DLC that you're looking forward to, like my friend Shane, like the airport, Dublin Airport DLC track, you just go to add-ons. You'd be like, all right, Forza 5. Where's my Dublin Airport? Where is it? It's not worth playing otherwise.
There we go.
I've just been handed a QR code. We're gonna try it. It's gonna blow your mind. Yeah. Okay. Let's try it. Okay. Use a QR code.
And everyone back away.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, dun, dun, dun. If this doesn't work.
There we go. Ah, it worked. Quick and easy. I hope people liked my leg.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a precarious.
Oh, the code has already been used.
Okay. But imagine that.
So it's not okay.
Imagine it wasn't used. Imagine how convenient that would be. Very convenient. That's how convenient. Okay, so top selling, top rated. This is all pretty familiar. Recommended for you. I assume, and based on what you've been playing, I don't know what's the story with Xbox Fitness there. I'm not sure what they're trying to say to us, Mark. I don't appreciate it for sure, but
have you connect?
Let's see if those tricky 5%, how they're doing now.
One of them.
Okay.
Knocking it out.
Okay, so we've done store, we've done achievement. Let's have a little look at the internet browser and see how that works.
Where's the internet browser?
There it is, Internet Explorer. So it's blue.
Yeah,
it's true.
That is true.
Pay no attention to Daniel or Daniel's voice.
There we are!
Oh, there we are. We? Sort of. Okay, there we are. Okay. How do you interact with this? Can I connect to the website? Because, okay.
So if you're connected to the internet, that's how
I'm
you
just
do
going
it.
to assume everyone else is having as much fun with us totally failing at the dashboard as we are. Okay, let's try.
But hey, it's day -1.
Yeah, there we go.
So people might be a little confused by the fact that it's suddenly lost.
Yeah, let's see how it reacts. You know, it's next generation. They're smarter. They're faster. You don't have internet anymore. Cancel that. Let's see how it works. Come on, Messi. You're meant to be good at this.
So, no go at the moment.
No go at the moment. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll just play. We've only got a few minutes left, so we'll play one of the games that we have already. Let's try Loco Cycle because that was bonkers.
Okay.
Not being reviewed particularly well at the moment. You might be a little battery. But I don't know. I liked what I saw of Motorcycle, which was the first 6 minutes or something. And I just said motorcycle, but it's clearly called Loco Cycle, and I don't know if it wants me to play it. Yeah, it does. There we go. I think the gist is you play as a motorcycle with your...
I think that screen itself sums up everything you need to know about the game.
Okay,
It's mental.
It's mental. All right, I'll stop talking.
It's not even from Platinum Games.
It's not from Platinum Games, which, according to the quality reports, you could tell because they usually.
Ouch.
I know, but let's have a look. Let's have a faster look. There we go. There we go. We're skipping.
We're away.
We are. Add new. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So you have to.
So
Okay.
a couple of other features about the console. It's
Yes.
not too warm to touch.
Yes.
which
We
is
should
nice.
talk about other features instead of looking at a loading screen.
It's been running for the past 2 hours and still cool to touch. That those extra fans and ventilation are doing a nice old job. Plus, if you have been listening to the stream at all, you'll notice that it's much quieter than the predecessor, which I currently have, and I always feel bad playing late at night. But this, I think, is much better. So it's silent, which is nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
Sort of a skippable scene. The option is there.
It'll be there.
Cutscene.
It'll be there
But
at
it's
some
obviously very important to the narrative that we watch this and we figure out what's going on.
Well, they put a lot
But
of
I'm
effort
going to
into
keep
the
trying that.
live action stuff. Oh, there we go.
Skip. Yes, there we go. You may miss out on important pieces of the story. The story, of course, revolves around a Tron cycle with
a man attached
a
to it.
Hispanic mechanic. Hispanic mechanic.
I like
Trademarked.
The
Don't even try using that one. That's mine.
Jack will hunt you down.
Okay, so we're driving the thing, which has El Dolor. That's the Spanish name. I know that because I watched martial arts film called Undisputed 3, I think it was
Oh,
called.
good. Are you supposed to hit these people?
I can, so yes.
This seems to be the thing about Twisted Pixel. They don't like scientists because their previous games were Explosion Man and Miss Explosion Man, where you were encouraged to blow up scientists.
You absolutely were. Well, you know, they have the red coats, so... No, they don't have red coats, they have white coats. Who have red coats? That was the English.
Oh,
Chris.
well then. Well, it's been fun.
If we're going to ban English people from the office, it's not going to work out well.
Jack bans himself.
Yeah.
It's the most bizarre case of racism we've ever seen.
We did establish I am racist, though. Okay, so it's a driving
I like it.
racing
One
game.
hit combo.
Yeah, one hit combo. That could.
You are impressive.
But you're going to see in a minute that there's actually some third-person combat involved, which is strange for a racing game, and certainly not something you'll find in Forza. Obviously, it's not as technically impressive as Forza, but it's got big, bold colors, basic shapes, and we have FBI agents attacking me with meat cleavers. So that's a small taste of the combat. I'm not sure how this fella here remains to be alive as a human. I'm not sure why his spine isn't just... I'm almost certain this was a fatality in the recent Mortal Kombat game, but...
Attaching him to a bike and
Yeah,
setting off
yeah.
down the road.
But he seems to be in fair spirits, considering.
Yeah, you don't want to get in his bad side.
No. As we're about to see, once we mow down some scientists.
Two-hit combo.
Yeah.
Classic Street Fighter 2.
Okay, so we've got. This is a strange one. That's just a straight up quick time event. I don't have any say. A bit of Matrix bullet time there.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure why there's quick time events that just involve me driving when I could just drive.
And your bike commentates the action, it seems.
Yeah, she's a bit like. I'd say she's a bit like Kit from Knight Rider if I knew who Kit was or ever watched Knight Rider. But I get the impression the comparison is accurate. Okay, here comes a bit of the combat we were experiencing earlier, and it didn't save, which is strange. So you push X to launch into him. Okay. You can do melee attacks, which is basically the car giving him an L kick and a few flips and stuff like that.
Oh. And
then you can counter attack as a motorcycle, of course. And then so you push X to counter and trigger some fighting and.
Nicely done. Now you've got 3 of them.
Yeah. You can't seem to. I don't think you can outrace them.
Well, they are called outrunner.
Yeah, that's true. So it says push Y to throw Pablo. And here, and like it's been a pretty it's a simulator up until this point. You know, all the physics have been spot on. But you seem to be able to throw your mechanic at the bad guys.
And then reattach him.
Yeah, he comes back because he's like all good Mexicans. He's magnetic. So you can throw him, and he'll just come back to you like a boomerang.
Not bad.
Yeah. Which makes him ideally placed to be a mechanic, actually, for a Tron cycle or whatever it is.
Oh.
And he
packs a pretty good headbutt.
Yeah, headbutts armor, and he's alright. But we won't split hairs over that, considering our motorcycle is currently doing backflips.
You're stepping up your combo powers anyway.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say that pushing different buttons does different things, but that's probably a little bit redundant. But I want to get across that I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not sure I meant to.
But yet you're doing it very well.
Yeah, I seem to be surviving. But it's authentic enough. Pablo only speaks Spanish, I think. That's good. Why not? It could be. He seems to be doing well enough for himself. You know, he's surviving. He hits people with a wrench.
Packing a wrench.
He can't seem to be able to climb onto the bike, despite the fact he can fly around. And we previously established he's magnetic or something. So I think he's caught in the spokes or something.
Yeah, he seems to be better off on the ground.
Yeah, he'd only get in the way otherwise.
Nice.
They gave him the chop. I like that. I like logo cycle now. Okay, so we've done with the combat. No, we haven't. I tell a lie. We've got more combat.
Why would you lie?
I don't know. If I was feeling mean, I'd say it's a tiny bit repetitive at this stage, but it's a racing game with third-person combat and Hispanic mechanic, who's also magnetic. I'm not going to split too many hairs.
Oh, and you get graded.
Yeah, on my combat in a racing game. So it's got that going for it. At C again.
Until you got a C.
Yeah. Now I hate this game. So we can take it.
Okay.
More plot.
So your bike has gone offline.
Okay.
I am impressed and in awe of your fantastic mechanical and engineering skills.
There you go.
Engineering, mechanical, and Hispanical skills.
Oh, his back is starting to get in.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure if that's going to turn into a gameplay mechanic or it's just going to be a running gag.
Adding DPs.
Kind of a dark gag. Like I don't think he'll be in good health after this. And he seems to be quite frightened. It is a little bit of dark humor going on here.
Poor Pablo.
Yeah, poor Pablo. And no, yeah.
It's an educational tool as well. Learn Spanish as you play.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like Explosion Man and Miss Explosion Man, you have fun and learn a bit. There's one of the FBI guys again. He's without his meat cleaver.
FBI agents wearing sunglasses at night. The only people who can get away with it.
Yeah.
Because you don't mess with them.
No, you wouldn't mess with them.
Or can you? My boy.
Okay, so
you've got X and Y. Classic.
What do you know about Lococycle? Presumably it's just a digital download. It's not going to be available on retail disc. And it's a reduced price because it's a small enough game. I don't know the price off the top of my head. But you're not going to be looking to pay 70 quid for it. Perhaps nor would you want to, but it's diverting enough so far. There seems to be ranged attacks. And it will cost you... I'm just getting a psychic message here, not at all from Daniel, that it's 20 quid. And it's 14 gigabyte download.
That's fairly sizable.
It is fairly sizable. But you were looking at something like, I can't remember, I think it was 30 gigabytes for Forza, or you up to and including 50 gigabytes for some of the bigger games, which again might be a little bit of an issue in this country with internet rates what they are.
Yeah.
Maybe we should all be forking out for 4G though.
That's the way to go.
Maybe.
Yeah, the install sizes and the download sizes have been interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I can shoot these guys. I'm going to try and throw Pablo at him, but I don't know if they'll like that.
Nope, not throwing Pablo today.
Oh no, I can kind of whack him. Okay, so according to physics in Lococycle, if I race at a couple of 100 miles an hour and hit a saloon car with a fleshy mechanic, it'll damage it.
Oh, you died.
Oh. Okay, well, in my defense, I wasn't paying any attention. Do you want a shot?
I will. So we're into our last 10 minutes, so I might as well give it a go.
Yeah, go on.
And as we say, if you've missed any of it, you can click online.com or click the YouTube channel and kind of do a catch-up of all our glorious action.
Absolutely.
So Dead Rising 3, Rise, Forza, the installation of Battlefield.
Yes, yeah, that was one of the highlights, I must say. Obviously, we have limited reviews up of Xbox One games at the moment. Rise is up there, but you can expect Dead Rising 3 and Forza 5 to come up soon enough
in the coming days.
Also, you should check out the Win Stuff tab on clickonline.com. We've got assorted prizes, including next generation ones to be won. One of them was FIFA 14, which you didn't get to see because it was having some installation problems. But you know, it's not even day one yet, so get off its back. Okay. The melee attacks are a little bit underwhelming. I kind of find you're shooting bullets at cars when you could be shooting mechanics at cars.
There's not enough shooting mechanics these days.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not shooting the Spanish language at them. No making Just Spanish swear words. We unlocked an achievement. We couldn't have done that if we were offline.
50 Gs.
Actually, we could have. We're not. No, never mind.
No, we're back.
We're grand. We're grand.
So there's upgrades.
Okay, like melee combat techniques and weapon upgrades. Oh, weapon upgrades. Let's see what you can shoot.
Combos can be extended, or you can go with dealing more damage. Up the upper end, looking at lots of damage. And plasma mode. Just to channel your inner Bayonetta.
Yeah, what else?
So that's pretty nice, gotta say.
A bit of a... again, what we were talking about earlier, how Crytek has kind of jumped from the first-person perspective to a third-person melee fighter. This is a little bit of a jump as well for these guys.
Yes, it was 2D
puzzle games. Well, more platform puzzle games. Like, there was a little bit of combat in Mistsplosion Man. There were boss fights and stuff like that. But again, it was all very puzzle-based. Well, this is kind of a strange...
More traditional
racing.
X and Y.
Yeah.
From melee.
In fact, so far, it's basically just a third-person melee fighter, a hack and slash, but
with less hacking.
Yeah, but the difference seems to be like the platform that you're fighting on is constantly in motion.
Ah, poor Pablo.
Yeah, poor Pablo. Oh, Dios mío. Can you skip? No. Okay. It seems to be a running thing with Xbox titles, which is fine. Like I said, we don't really mind watching cutscenes. When we're doing a live stream, we kind of mind.
It's just we're barreling through as much as possible.
Yeah, of course. Get you...
Spanish for highway. It's El Highway.
El Highway. Yeah, of course. It's the masculine there.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Oh god, trucks.
Okay, so we're back to a racing segment. Or, I don't know if you're actually racing, or what you're racing, but you're driving.
It's like good old outrun.
I want to know, can you throw Pablo at one of these guys? You sort of can. Okay. He hit them.
You seem to be less going at the
Okay, so-
pedestrian cars and more.
So we're back.
The agents are back. Aren't
Yeah, there we go.
She sounds a bit like Gladys.
She is. So it kind of reinforces the idea that I think this is a little bit dark.
Just as
Logo cycle.
yeah.
A little
She
bit
sounds
strange.
just as evil as well.
Yeah, yeah. She's an infinite supply of bullets for
We can get them all.
shooting the people.
Oh, FIFA 14 has done something.
FIFA
But,
15.
unfortunately, we're kind of running low on time. So
Yeah.
we'll
We
leave
don't
it for
really
another
get-
day, perhaps.
Installation has stopped. Really?
There, that is. You don't plug me.
Yeah. That guy's got the meat cleaver again.
Yes. You should know better than to stand on. Whoa!
You push A now to stop that happening.
Thanks.
Oh, he suplexed him!
Suplex.
Because he's a Hispanic mechanic Mexican wrestler. El Luchador.
El Pablo.
El Highway.
You seem to be better off using the bullets. Unsurprisingly,
Yeah,
hitting a mechanic off a car is less effective than shooting it.
I am surprised actually. Again, this guy's going to try and get it with the cleaver. You
Come
just want
here.
to.
So hit A when he's in flight.
It's simple enough. What before? Oh, okay.
Learn something new every day.
Keeps giving. You know, it's one of those games.
Oh, there we go.
Did you finish the mission?
Apparently so. You
Okay.
don't kill many people. That's one thing I've noticed. A B!
Well, you're going very fast.
My best combo. 1.
A B? I hate this. Go back to the dashboard. You beat me. Unless it's unclear, there are subtitles, but we're gonna have to start wrapping it up now in a couple of minutes. So why don't we close out of this? We'll just have one last look at the dashboard, and then we will close off.
Okay.
So pins there. What's up here? We got 22 globes. I want to know what the globes are.
All of the globes.
Notifications, of
All your
course.
notifications. So your achievements,
Okay.
if any of the game clips record as well, they'll pop up here. For example, I might as well go into this actually. So one of
Okay.
the things we haven't looked at is the upload studio.
Okay.
See if
Let's
it's
get it done in 120 seconds. Why not?
20 seconds. So you'd need Connect as well.
Okay.
But you can.
Which was a crotch view for the entire. So maybe we won't investigate that too much.
We'll hit start editing,
Yeah,
see what happens, and then we'll
Yeah.
run away.
Okay. Edit.
So you can
Just to trim.
just for picture
Short
is Connect.
Short on the back and sides.
Bookend is various clip, I think. But we'll find out.
Yeah. Okay. Let's look at this. This is Rise for a little while.
So you can add clips to it. So for example, you can introduce a clip saying, "Hey guys, this is an amazing goal, an amazing overtake, whatever you want," and then clear it out with the usual, YouTube thing of, "If you enjoy this, please like and subscribe to this video." All of that. You can record a voiceover, which is always handy if you don't want to appear on camera yourself.
Two skin. That's a bit racist, isn't it, Mark?
It's a video effect is what they go with. So you have a couple of different ones. Stripes is the one that they've been showing off an awful lot. Night vision, just for that paranormal activity look.
Okay.
And so on and so forth. And then finish, you can upload it straight away up to YouTube and things like that.
Perfect. Well, speaking of finish, you segues quite elegantly into the end of the live screen. Okay, so this was the Xbox One. We played lots of games. We kind of dabbled in Kinect a tiny little bit, and we had slight troubles installing stuff. But it's in stores tomorrow, Friday, November 22nd. So hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to check out clickonline.com for the aforementioned competitions and reviews, and for general good articles and good fun.
So thanks very much, guys.
Right, see you later.
Catch you on the other side.